Ciao amici, sono Danielle Di Pietro Hawkins with Learn Italian for Travel, and I'm really excited today because I want to share with you the book that I just finished writing and is finally ready for sale all over the world. Yay! So it's called The ABCs of Italian Travel, and this is it. And I wanted to take the time in this video to talk about it and to share a couple sample pages with you so you can see what it looks like before you buy it. So I handwrote the book, and I handwrote it because I started handwriting the grammar that I'm teaching on all of the YouTube videos that my students on YouTube have been watching. And so I had a really positive response from a lot of people about the way that it was done, and so I thought that I would do the same thing with a book. So it was a really enjoyable process for me, handwriting the book, and I feel like the book is easily accessible, it's comfortable, you can be relaxed as you learn it because it's not perfect, it's handwritten, so you'll see some little, handwritten things that happen if you make your T too big or don't dot your I right. But that's part of the process, because as you're learning the language, you just try and you don't have to focus on perfection. I want you to be relaxed, as I always say, and have fun and enjoy this language learning process. So I'm going to go through and show you a few pages. We start with the grammar section, and this is number 1, page 1, talking about pronunciation. And I do have a video on pronunciation on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, you can watch that as well as you're reading the book. And so the grammar section is about 30 pages long, and I cover everything that you would need to know in beginning level Italian grammar. Verbs, subject pronouns. We've got some beautiful illustrations by my 13-year-old artist Lola Parks, this beautiful map of Italy highlighting all of the regions and the seas around. And I'll pull up another grammar page here. We talk about, I said verbs. Here's some commands. So these are irregular verb commands, the most common ones that you will be using. We have regular verb commands as well. And etc., etc. Okay, so we finish the grammar section, and then I begin with the alphabet. That's why it's called the ABCs of Italian Travel. So I go through each letter of the alphabet, and I introduce words and phrases, nouns, and verbs that all begin with that letter and that are applicable to you as a traveler wanting to learn Italian that you can speak while you're traveling in Italy. But you could also study this book even if you're not planning an imminent trip to Italy, because it provides a basis in beginning level Italian. So let's start with the letter. I'll show you a sample. This is the letter A. So I begin with words and phrases that start with A. And with each of the words and phrases section, there's a highlighted green box. And so there's either a word or a phrase that's commonly used that starts with that letter. Here we have allora. Allora means so, then, or therefore, and it's used quite commonly. Now we move over to nouns. So still starting with A, these are common nouns that begin with A. So certain sections are highlighted. There will be some little side notes included, like, for example, nouns here. Auguri is one of the nouns, okay, and the definition is greetings or blessings. So I wrote fare gli auguri means to wish somebody well. You could say auguri or tanti auguri or auguroni to convey best wishes on a birthday or special celebration or event. Tanti auguri a te is the happy birthday song. Per esempio. Okay, so we're going to finish the A section with the verbs. So these are some important verbs that start with A. We have andare, avere here. These are 2 irregular verbs. And then we've got some regular verbs that start with A. And you'll see a nice little illustration by Lola here, the train, because the verb is arrivare, to arrive. And so the book continues like this for each letter of the alphabet with some beautiful illustrations. For example, we've got B, bacio, it shows the kiss, a kiss. Italians greet each other with kisses on the cheek, and so forth. It's about 140 pages, and then the book ends with a pretty comprehensive index. So you can look up each letter, and you can look up what you're searching for either by the English word or by the Italian word. So I tried to include both in the index there. And so that is that. And the book is available now for sale in the United States on barnesandnoble.com. Books A Million is another website. It's on Amazon as well. The Amazon, it shows that the shipment time is 1 to 2 minutes. It's 1 to 2 minutes, 1 to 2 months. But that is not correct because it's a brand new book and the time will gauge. So if you need it right now, though, I would recommend barnesandnoble.com and Powell's Books as well. It should be up and going on that website too. So internationally, you can also purchase the book in Australia and in the European Union, in Canada, and in the United Kingdom. And a couple websites in Europe are the Book Depository and Bocus. So the book is available all over the world. So thank you for tuning in. Grazie. Thank you for your support, and have fun studying Italian. Thank you. Buono studio e ciao amici.